Pop culture nickel.
31 flavors of NATO. Sharknado, to be exact. Because there were so many different NATOs. There was Boulder NATO, there was Lava NATO, there was...
Nuclear NATO, there was, I think, Lightning NATO.
Yeah, they came up with so many different NATOs.
What else? It seems to me we're, like, missing something, too. There's Cow NATO, when they swept up the cows in Kansas.
Which is weird, because I thought that was just a regular tornado from, like, watching Twister.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Twister.
That's just kind of what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, it's a cow NATO. It's like, I don't know. I thought that's just what happened. Isn't that, like, the story? Like, the cows get stuck in... But come to think of it, you don't hear about a lot of cows getting stuck in tornadoes these days.
No, for some reason these days. Yeah, for some reason these days, you don't hear about cows going up in tornadoes. I don't know why.
I'm trying to remember in case it was one of those things like people just said, like the cows got stuck in there, or in case it was like, no, in olden times, because of where the cows were, there would be a tornado, and then you'd look up and there were cows.
Well, the cows would be in like the open fields, so like it would make sense. Like a tornado would be stronger in those open fields, so maybe it's possible. But I will be straight up honest. This is probably my favorite movie in the entire Sharknado series to date. And it's funny because when we went into watching all of these over again, I thought that it was like my least favorite of all of them, and I really ended up enjoying this one the most out of all of them when we rewatched them. So it was very hard to choose a top moment from this movie because there's just like so much crazy stuff that happens in this one. I mean,
Gilbert Gottfried really delivers the NATOs on those.
He does. He brings the NATOs to the table, and you have like the son Finn or Gil, delivering like just stupid line after stupid line. Like the mother April comes at all. April comes back as a robot, and for no reason he's like, "My mommy's not a robot; she's a shark." And it's like, what? Like, why are you saying this, kid?
Maybe because he got delivered by the shark, like he did. But the thing is, like,
it's warped his brain.
He wouldn't remember it.
Yeah.
It would just be like from them telling him, like, your mother delivered you from a shark and then died. Like, so I don't know what the story would have been, where you would have been like, my mommy was a shark.
Because he has like an obsession with sharks too, but by the end of the movie, he's like killing sharks. So it's like he seems like he likes sharks at the beginning of his story arc. Then by the end, he's like killing sharks and pulling out his entire family from a shark. Which marks another escalation of the end of the movie where you're pulling people out of sharks. And yeah, so like there's that, and there's, what else was there? There's like a few different things in this movie that I really enjoyed. You had like the Baywatch actresses running in slow motion before they get eaten by sharks. What else? We just watched this one, and I'm having a hard time like remembering the different things.
I think that was all of them.
Was that all of them?
Yeah.
I thought there was like a few different ones in this, but I really enjoyed this one more so than the other ones. This one made me laugh quite a bit. So it was very enjoyable. It was an enjoy-nado, as it were, because I enjoyed it so much. It was going up in the air.
Yeah,
It was a joy-nado. How about that? How about a joy-nado instead of an enjoy-nado?
Yeah.
Well, what would you call it?
I'd call it a show you liked.
It was Camp NATO, because it was very campy.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think about that?
Can we go to the next one?
No, how much time do we have left on this one?
Like a minute.
Oh, we can vamp for a minute.
Oh no.
We can do a vamp NATO.
This is just filler.
We can do a vamp NATO. It's filler NATO. And we can just add NATO to everything that we do in excess. Exactly. Silence NATO. I'm glad you agreed. You're Sci-NATOing. Sci-NATOing heavily.
Can we divorce? No.
Wait.
Divorce NATO. That's
Divorce NATO. That's the best kind of NATO. Or the best kind of divorce, depending on how you want to look at it. Perspective NATO. You don't know what to say right now. You're speechless.
Oh, I know things to say,
what's happening is you're not talking because you're, like, looking down at the timer, counting down the seconds until we move on to the next entry on this list. But it's coming soon.
9, 8,
7,
6,
5, 4, 3,
2,
It's a countdown, NATO.
1.
Oh, there was a little bit of a pause. That was dramatic. You were just listening to a clip from the Season 2 premiere of the Pop Culture Nickel podcast. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe and download for free on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and pretty much anywhere you find great podcasts. You can also find us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All of those links are available on our website at popculturenickel.podbean.com. Stay fresh, and as always, don't be a lemon, be a Pop-Tart.